Clapperboard. Hey everyone. Welcome to the channel. You're about to dive into something epic, so buckle up. Rocket. Today, we've got an incredible the Galactic Shiver that shakes the stars that will blow your mind. But before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on any of the exciting content coming your way. Let's jump right in. 1. The rise of the Terran-Fuka force. In the vast expanse of space, a new force emerges, one that doesn't seek alliances or mercy. The Terran-Fuka force is born from the ashes of humanity's past struggles, a group of hardened warriors with a single directive: to remind the galaxy who's truly in charge. 2. The legend of humanity's fury. The galaxy has long underestimated humanity. For centuries, they've been labeled as weak and inconsequential. But as the Terran-Fuka force rallies under a flag of defiance, old stories begin to surface, tales of ancient human resilience that shake even the most seasoned alien leaders. 3. A galaxy on edge. From the powerful Xenox Empire to the cold-hearted Vextrian Federation, every civilization across the stars starts to feel the pressure. Something is coming, and it isn't like anything they've faced before. Rumors of the Terran-Fuka force spread like wildfire, causing unease among the galaxy's most feared warlords. 4. The first encounter. When the Fuka force makes its first move, the galaxy watches in awe and fear. A single Terran ship, seemingly outnumbered and outgunned, takes down an entire alien armada without breaking a sweat. The message is clear: the Terran-Fuka force doesn't play by the rules. It is a force of nature. 5. The Terran strategy. What makes the Fuka force so terrifying is not just its firepower, but its strategy. Human ingenuity, unpredictable tactics, and sheer willpower outsmart even the most advanced alien forces. As more victories mount, the galaxy is left questioning how much longer they can ignore humanity's wrath. 6. A clash of civilizations. The galaxy's mightiest factions form an uneasy alliance, determined to crush the Terran threat before it can spread further. But the Terran-Fuka force is always one step ahead, turning the tables and throwing the galaxy's best-laid plans into chaos. Diplomacy becomes a lost cause, only strength and resolve will survive. 7. Why the galaxy trembles. The final confrontation is imminent. The once mighty galactic empires now tremble at the thought of facing the Terran-Fuka force head-on. Humanity has not only made its mark, it's changed the balance of power forever. The question remains: will the galaxy learn to coexist with this unstoppable force, or will it be forced to bow before it? 1. The awakening of humanity's wrath. For centuries, humanity was seen as a fledgling species, lost in the vast cosmos, vulnerable to alien empires far superior in technology and strength. But deep within the depths of the Milky Way, a new force stirs: the Terran-Fuka force. Born from humanity's will to survive, it isn't just another military faction, it's a symbol of relentless fury that the galaxy is about to understand. 2. The galaxy underestimates the Terrans. When the first wave of Terran ships appears on the edge of known space, the galaxy's leaders dismiss them as insignificant. The mighty alien civilizations scoff at the thought of humanity disrupting their order. Yet, the Terran ships are unlike anything they've seen before: advanced, unpredictable, and utterly merciless. 3. The first strike, a lesson in defiance. The Terran-Fuka force doesn't negotiate. They strike swiftly, with precision, and leave nothing behind but destruction. The first encounter with the Xenox Empire, a proud, war-hardened race, ends in a shocking defeat. The galaxy watches as the Xenox fleet crumbles in the face of humanity's fury. The message is clear: don't underestimate the Terrans. 4. Fear spreads across the stars. With each victory, the Terran-Fuka force grows bolder, their tactics more audacious. Entire alien armadas are wiped out in minutes, and galactic capitals are reduced to rubble. The stories of their unstoppable force travel like wildfire, sending ripples of terror through every empire. Suddenly, the question isn't whether the Terrans can be defeated, but how to stop them. 5. The unseen weapon, humanity's will to fight. What makes the Terran Fukah force so terrifying is not just its technology, but the raw, unrelenting spirit of humanity. Against impossible odds, they don't retreat, they don't surrender. Their drive to protect their home and their people fuels their every move. They fight with a fierceness no alien force can comprehend. It's not just a battle, it's survival. 6. The Galactic Alliance crumbles. The galaxy's greatest empires each once thought invincible form an alliance to take down the Terran threat. But no matter how many fleets they throw at humanity, no matter how many weapons they deploy, they can't break the Terran resolve. Instead, they find themselves torn apart by their own desperation and distrust, as the Fukah force dismantles them one by one. 7. The galaxy trembles and must choose. The ultimate showdown looms. The Terran Fukah force has not only rewritten the rules of warfare, it has rewritten the galaxy's future. Every alien empire, from the largest to the smallest, now trembles in fear. Some may seek to negotiate, others may cower in submission, but one thing is certain: the galaxy will never be the same again. The Terrans have made their mark, and their force is an unstoppable reminder of what happens when humanity fights for its place in the stars. 1. The awakening of humanity's wrath. For centuries, humanity was dismissed as weak, insignificant, a mere blip in the galactic scale. Other species laughed at our primitive technologies and our fragile minds. But they had no idea what humanity was truly capable of. Deep within the ruins of forgotten wars, something stirred. The Terran Fukah force, a name whispered only in the darkest corners of space, began to rise. It wasn't just a military no, this was something different. It was humanity's collective fury, its unrelenting drive to survive and conquer. For far too long, Terrans had been ignored, underestimated, and enslaved by the galaxy's so-called superior races. But as the first ships of the Fukah force powered up their engines, a dark realization spread like wildfire across the stars: humanity was no longer the prey. And when the first battle cry echoed across the void of space, the universe trembled. The Terran Fukah force wasn't here to negotiate or ask for peace. They were here for one thing and one thing only: revenge. 1. The unseen fury of humanity's warships. For eons, the galaxies had watched as humanity struggled, crushed under the weight of more advanced empires. The Terrans, small, fragile, and barely capable of space travel, were nothing more than a curiosity to the other species of the stars. Yet, in the shadows of galactic politics, humanity had been preparing for something far greater than anyone could imagine. When the first human warships entered the galactic arena, they didn't announce themselves with flashy displays or boastful declarations. Instead, they appeared without warning, silent, cold, and terrifying. The alien civilizations watched in awe and disbelief as these ships, seemingly out of nowhere, tore through the void like beasts unleashed. The first strike against the Vextrian fleet shattered the calm. The Vextrian, known for their impenetrable shields and devastating firepower, had never faced anything like the Terran warships. In mere minutes, their flagship was reduced to debris, and their fleet scattered, terrified of the overwhelming human firepower. It wasn't just the weaponry that stunned the galaxy, it was the relentless precision and raw power of human warships that overwhelmed the enemy. No one knew how humanity had achieved such a level of military might, but one thing became undeniable: the Terrans had arrived, and their warships were a force of nature. Title: Human Warships, the Unstoppable Storm in the Galactic Conflict. 1. The storm approaches. For centuries, the galaxy had been at peace, dominated by ancient empires, each more powerful than the last. They'd seen countless species rise and fall, but none had ever posed a true threat to their dominance. That was, until humanity's warships emerged from the darkness of space. At first, they seemed like little more than an anomaly, a handful of ragtag ships with untested technology, no match for the advanced fleets of the galactic powers. But the moment the first Terran vessel unleashed its firepower, the universe was rocked. The force of a single human warship was like a storm breaking across the heavens. It tore through shields and armor like paper, overwhelming entire fleets with brutal efficiency. The Xelnar Dominion, known for their deadly plasma cannons and near-impenetrable defensive grids, were the first to learn the hard way. In a matter of hours, their once feared fleet was scattered, their pride shattered. The Terrans hadn't just fought, they'd unleashed an unrelenting fury that no one could withstand. As news of this impossible power spread, the galaxy watched in stunned silence. Humanity's warships were no longer just ships, they were harbingers of destruction, a storm of violence and precision that could obliterate anything in its path. The galaxy's worst nightmare unfolds. At first, the galaxy laughed at the Terran warships. They were primitive in design, slow-moving compared to the sleek, hyper-advanced ships of the Xenox Empire and the militaristic Qatari Federation. But laughter turned to disbelief when the first human ship, the Fury of Earth, clashed with the mighty Vextrian fleet in the uncharted territories of the Outer Rim. The Vextrian fleet, known for its indestructible shields and staggering firepower, launched an initial salvo that would have reduced any other fleet.